Time now. It's 8:30 in the morning time on this Wednesday morning, July the 2nd, 2014 on a Wednesday morning. Time now for War Magician PJ Wiggins, the Morning Report. Wednesday morning, July 2nd, 2014. A good morning to you all this lovely Wednesday morning on current conditions at 8:30 a.m. in North Massachusetts. 79 degrees and temperature with partly skies. Humidity 72%. Wind speed south about 10 miles per hour. Barometer 29 1 inches. Dew point about 69 degrees. Visibly 10 miles and heating index at 82 degrees. Alright, let's take a look at our radar scope, and it shows a couple of patches of rain showers on the northwestern portions of Prince Edward Island. There, we got some spotty rain showers on the northeastern Ontario, stretching into the western Pennsylvania around the Pittsburgh area. A lot of showers and storms up in northeastern North Carolina. And this is Arthur, a band of heavy rain off the Florida East Coast, and then spotty rain showers down for southern Florida, and patches of showers and storms off the Florida Gulf Coast, and a line of rain showers in the southeastern portion of Louisiana. Patches of showers and storms off the northeastern coast of Mexico and coastal Mexico. A lot of rain showers and storms from western Arizona, western Arkansas, stretching to southern Oklahoma to extreme northeastern Texas. And another batch of showers and storms from eastern New Mexico, stretching western Texas, western Oklahoma, Nevada, western Kansas, and southeastern Colorado. Here. And another batch of rain showers from northeastern Wisconsin to northern Michigan and eastern European Michigan, of southern Ontario to west central Quebec. Here. And a lot of rain showers coming to much of Oregon and western Washington State. Patches of rain showers in central British Columbia and central Saskatchewan. Whitman, Nebraska. Good morning. 44 degrees with clear skies. Alright, let's take a look at our satellite loop here, and it shows. And it shows spotty clouds from western New York, western Pennsylvania, and stretching to eastern Ohio. Another batch of clouds from southeastern Oklahoma, and from Arkansas, and from Missouri, and central Illinois. Batch of clouds come from eastern New Mexico, western Texas, western Oklahoma, and from western Kansas, and from southeastern Colorado. And some spotty clouds from Arizona, stretching to Utah, up into Nevada, western Idaho, and from Oregon, and western Washington, up into British Columbia. Batch of clouds coming from James Bay and Ontario, up into northern Quebec, and a batch of clouds coming off the Maine coastline. And this is Harper. Here's some batch of clouds off the east coast of Florida, and another batch of clouds from west central Florida here.
We take them out of the crowd and bring them into the show. This week, we have a couple of Martha Stewart fans. Huge Martha Stewart fans.
Alright, let's take a look at a map situation here. Station front from Texas, stretching it all the way down to Ohio, and a cold front from Ohio, stretching it up to upstate New York, up to Quebec. Another cold front from eastern Kansas, stretching it to Missouri, Illinois, and stretching up to western Michigan. And a station front from northern Ontario. And there's Arthur off the coast of Florida, east coast of Florida. Front by from southeastern British Columbia, and from eastern Washington. Another front by from eastern California. Another front by from southwestern Arizona, and from western Mexico. Front by from central Colorado, and from New Mexico. Front by from north central Nevada, and from Utah. And front by from eastern South Dakota, and from southern Minnesota, Wisconsin. Low pressure southeastern Oregon, western Arizona, central Mexico, north central Texas, western Tennessee, and northern Michigan. And high pressure Gulf of Mexico, northern Colorado, and western New Mexico. 77 degrees on temperature in Boston, 82 out of Washington, D.C., 75 in Atlanta, 81 in Miami, 75 in Brownsville, 77 in Dallas, Texas, 58 in Kansas City, 63 in Chicago, 55 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 56 in Great Falls, Montana, 59 in Denver, 70 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 66 out in Salt Lake City, Utah, 65 in Los Angeles, it's 59 in San Francisco, and 62 in Seattle. Okay, current condition around the region. A steamy start to your day. 77 in Boston, 79 in Pittsburgh, 76 in Bedford, 78 in Beverly, 74 in Lawrence, 72 in Gloucester. It is 77 in Boston, 72 in Worcester, 69 in Sturbridge, 71 in Webster, 72 in Milford, 76 in Darwin, 75 in New Bedford, 79 in Taunton, 75 in Plymouth, 72 in Provincetown, 77 in Falmouth, 74 in China and Mars Vineyard, 70 in Cape Cod Bay, 71 out in Nantucket, 67 in Boston Harbor, 72 out in Block on 74 in Wesley, 73 in Providence and Smithfield, and 76 in Springfield, 69 in Everest, 72 in Greenfield, 77 in Pittsfield, and in North Adams up in Bennington, Vermont, It's 79 out in Albany, New York, 73 in Brattleboro, Vermont, 75 in Keene, New Hampshire, 74 in Jaffrey, New Hampshire, 75 in Concord and Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 78 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 77 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 72 out in New Hampshire Bay, it's 78 in Windsor Locks, it's 74 in Hartford, 76 in Meriden, 73 in Waterbury, 77 in Denbury and Bridgeport, Connecticut, 72 in New Haven, and 72 in Long Island. It's 76 in New York City and in Islip, and 74 out in Montauk. Here. Alright, let us take a look at our forecast discussion around the country. It shows a combination of a tropical storm Arthur and a approaching cold front will keep things wet and stormy in the eastern United States. Showers and thunderstorms expected along the front boundary, lingering over the southern plains. The tropical storm Arthur will continue to take a slow and steady northward trek up the eastern seaboard Wednesday and Thursday, since it could stay far enough shore to keep any heavy rains confined to the coastal areas from the Florida and the Carolinas. However, location far inland across the southeast could see some rain and thunderstorms from Arthur. For the latest information, storm please refer to the National Hurricane Center.
Mid-80s.
Showers and thunderstorms will continue to ignite along the front boundary, gradually pressing eastward out to the Ohio Valley and into the northeast. And mid-Atlantic states will warm and stable air mass at the place ahead about the front cold. The allows storms to become organized and potentially capable of producing severe weather. Also, the boundary edge is far enough eastward and begins interacting with moisture from tropical storm Arthur. Heavy rains on a localized flash flood will become a possibly to be on the front. Conditions should be unseasonably cool and dry with a large storm of high pressure setting up and over the Midwest and Ohio Valley. The tail end of the boundary parts of the Northeast and the Mid-United States is expected to stall out over the several lanes of the lingering front will serve as a focal point for the convection Wednesday and Thursday. The bringing some much needed precipitation in the eastern and New Mexico North Texas. Pacific cold front slowly moving inland with lower temperatures and bringing a slight chance of showers to the northwest of the United States on Wednesday.
Sirloin and short ribs. Together, yes, we found out that this makes the greatest.
Alright, air forecast discussion in New England. Very humid conditions will continue throughout the end of the week as scattered strong thunderstorms are possible with the return today with more widespread showers and thunderstorms with locally heavy rainfall. Expect the Thursday and Friday tropical storm Arthur will pass the southeastern region Friday night. It is Saturday pass on a significant impact on the marine community here. Near term at 7:15 a.m. update. Today started off with a spot cloud skies across much of the region. There is some low clouds and fog along the south coast and keeping the islands, but these should run by mid-morning as otherwise. Temperatures are in the 70s this morning will make a warm start to an expected warm day. SFC and upper ridge winds offshore with a deep southwest flow and in a place which will keep very warm and humid conditions in southern New England weather and stable air masses forecast today with SB Capes. Near 2,000 JKG in the interior of mid-level episodes of rates at around 6.5 kilometers. Set up the force of the rains. Weekends by entrance region of the upper jet is displaced along northern New York, but models do indicate to some weak G-force in which lava scattered thunderstorms develop. Made the interior wind field is marginal, but 0.6 kilometer shear increase at a 30 knots. Later in the day, which would support a few strong and possibly severe storms. Given the magnitude of visibility, heavy rainfall will also be a threat given high PWATS 1 3/4 inches or 2 inches. 850 millibar temperatures 18 Celsius and above. So another warm day, but 90 plus degree temperatures will be confined to the Merrimack Valley and possibly Connecticut Valley. Far more removed from the cooling effects of southwest will fall elsewhere. Temperatures today will up in 70s and immediate south coast and Cape Islands. It'll be very humid and new points coming into the low 70s with heat. This is coming out to be in the mid 90s and the Connecticut and Merrimack Valleys. The southwest wind gusts to 25 miles per hour expected in the coastal plains. There.
Chili powder. Very, very good.
Alright, the latest on off the air.
Well, this is an easy way to do.
Current location, 28.8 to the north, 79.0 to the west. Maximum stay winds about 6 miles per hour. Moving north about 6 miles per hour. As we're going to read the latest advisory here.
Turn them all at once.
This is another good thing. Millet, honeydew or cantaloupe.
As often closely monitored by NWA and Air Force Hurricane Hunter planes as location about 100 miles, 160 kilometers east northeast of Cape Canaveral, Florida.
Main course.
About 275 miles at 445 kilometers south of Charleston, South Carolina. Maximum stay winds about 60 miles per hour, 95 kilometers. Present movement of north around 360 degrees at 6 miles per hour, 9 kilometers in height. Minimum central pressure 998 millibars, straight at 47 inches. Watches and warning sheds of this advisory. None. Summary watches and warnings that affect the hurricane watches in effect from Bogue Inlet to Oregon Inlet in North Carolina and Pamlico Sound. A tropical storm watches effect for East Coast of Florida from Sebastian Inlet to Flagler Beach, South Sanity River South. Carolina South of Bogue Inlet, North Carolina, north of Oregon Inlet, North Carolina to North Carolina Virginia border and eastern Alabama Sound. A hurricane watch means that a hurricane condition is possible within the watch area. A watch is typically issued 48 hours before the anticipated first occurrence of tropical storm force winds and conditions that make the outside preparation difficult or dangerous. A tropical storm watch means that tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area in the case from 36 to 48 hours. Interested along the United States East Coast snow for the watch area should monitor the progress of tropical storm offer through southeastern Virginia. For storm information specific to your area, include possible inland watches and warnings, please monitor products issued by your local National Weather Service Forecast Office. At 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 12 in the UTC, the center of tropical storm offer was located in the latitude 28.8 to the north, longitude 79.0 to the west. Offer is moving toward the north near 6 miles per 9 kilometers an hour, and this motion is expected to continue today as a turn toward the northeast is expected tonight, followed by a turn toward the northeast with an increase in forward speed on Thursday. And on the forecast track, the center of the offer is expected to move east to the east coast of east central coast of Florida today, past east and the northeast of Florida tonight, move parallel to the coast of South Carolina Thursday, and approach to the hurricane watch area Thursday night. The state winds near 6 miles per 95 kilometers an hour with high gusts some strengthening in the forecast during the next 20 hours and offer expected to become a hurricane by Thursday. Tropical storm force winds extend upward at 80 miles per hour, 130 kilometers from the center. Anyway, a big 41010 located just east of the center of offer. Recently reported a sustained wind of 47 miles per hour, 76 kilometers an hour. And a gust of 63 miles per hour, 101 kilometers an hour. The minimum central pressure based on the data from Air Force Reserve and anyway, a Hurricane Hunter aircraft is 998 millibars, 29.47 inches. Wind, hurricane conditions possible with the hurricane watch area by Thursday night, and with tropical storm conditions possible by late Thursday.
I'm a kid.
Rainfall offers expected to produce total rainfall accumulation 1 to 2 inches across the eastern Florida Peninsula and over the coastal areas of North Carolina by Thursday. Isolated maximum amounts of 4 inches possible. Rains associated with it are expected to diminish across the northern Bahamas today. For surf, swells journeyed by are affected portions of the central coast of Florida. These swells are likely to cause left ferret to the surf and rip currents, especially on piers and jetties, and these hazardous conditions will gradually spread north and along the coast of northeast Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina today. For more info, please monitor products issued by your local National Weather Service Forecast Office. Here, and the track of offer, and it is going to be a tropical storm between the time frame of 2 a.m. on Thursday and 2 a.m. on Friday. And it's going to brush the North Carolina coast, it's going to move to the southeast and Nantucket, and it's going to make its way through the Canadian Maritimes on Sunday and then Monday. Here. And there's a tropical storm offers forecast become a hurricane Thursday and eventually track southeast and Nantucket late Friday night. The latest forecast track will keep the most significant impact over the water south and east of Cape Cod. And hazards for tropical storm offer heavy rainfall Thursday into Friday night. And rainfall amounts may exceed 3 inches of spots localized flash flooded as possible. And tropical storm force winds and high seas over the waters south and east of Cape Cod. And
Can you get sticker shock when you go to buy your prescription glasses? Online store offers steep.
let's take a look at our
These days, but how do you know what you're actually getting? Jody rolling out in these.
over the Eastern Pacific double. It's tropical storm Douglas. Current settle location 19.6 to the north, 116.0 to the west. Maximum sustained winds about 45 miles per hour. Movement northwest by 3 miles per hour. It's gonna stay out to sea.
Getting top quality, or are you getting something that's a little, faulty? What do you say?
And a lighter post-tropical cyclone Ida. Settle location
Can I buy this thing?
60.9 to the north, 103.0 to the west. Maximum sustained winds about 30 miles per hour. Movement southeast by 3 miles per hour.
In a major retail chain, $160. They were $80 online. That's half the price.
So this is apples to apples
This is apples to
comparison.
apples, and even if not, it's comparable. You know, there's just a few places that make the glass.
The National Hurricane Center has issued tropical advisories on tropical storm Douglas located 700 miles west-southwest of the southern tip of Baja California Peninsula, Mexico, and the last advisory has been issued on post-tropical cyclone Delta, located a couple hundred miles southeast of Manzanillo, Mexico. Tropical cyclone formation not expected during the next 5 days. Here,
They can just sell the stuff virtually.
and we got a slight risk of severe weather from western North Carolina, stretching up the I-95 corridor from Virginia all the way up into New York City, then up to western New England, up into northern New England. There's so location centers in the public risk area from New York City, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Washington, D.C. We see large hail, damaging winds, and a few tornadoes cannot be ruled out. Here,
Pupillary distance is the distance between your pupils so that the lenses actually are where they're supposed to be on your face so that you can see properly. It's easy.
and let's take a look at our future cast radar. Here,
Retailers typically have instructions for you to measure your own PD.
You also need to know your technical type of lens, from bifocal.
Alright, let's take a look at it.
That's important. Are you single vision? That's easy.
It shows
Progressive is something that may be a little harder to
some
find.
severe weather to the west of us.
Before you go shopping on
Around 3 o'clock.
Legwork
And
next to the internet, so we don't walk.
by about 1 o'clock, the thunders are going to be far up around New York City, around Albany, and for western Massachusetts, for southern Vermont, and then the storm's going to be in northern New England and western New England, up in New York State and New Jersey, and then,
are free if you're a first-time customer.
so we are going to be spared the thunderstorms, but then we're going to be in the thunderstorms on Thursday and Friday. Here.
Do first pair free at checkout, and there you go. The other great thing about Coastal, a year to return them. That's important. If you're buying glasses online, you want to make sure you can return them if they don't work. They give you a full year to do that.
Fantastic.
Alright, see today's highs. It's 89 going to be 89 to be projected for Boston, 87 for Worcester, 89 for Hartford, 91 for New York, 90 for Albany, 87 for Rutland, 88 for
100 pairs.
Concord, New Hampshire, and 83 for the Pop of Maine. So temperature is going to be 83 to 91 degrees here. And let's take a look at our view from the outside here. And it shows us humid start to your day. It's going to be a sunny and a humid day today. And a little windy on tap.
Because you don't want to get a pair of glasses and not. Mesmer.com. Yeah, these are all
$69 complete with a single vision lens. These don't do as much for the bifocal and progressive.
Let's take a look at our hazardous weather outlook here. A few strong to severe thunderstorms are possible late this afternoon and evening, while the main concern
Really cool thing about Mesmer is they
will be heavy rain and potential flooding and isolated damage and winds are possible, as well as the storms that the best chance in this area would be along
at checkout. So you
and western line front Manchester, New Hampshire, Worcester, Massachusetts, and Putnam, Connecticut, and day 2 for 7 Thursday for Tuesday. Widespread showers and thunderstorms are likely Thursday into Friday. These storms will produce heavy rainfall and could result in flash flooding here. Alright, let's take a look at a 7-day forecast. Goes like this. For the days, most of the skies under 87 degrees, south wind about 10 to 13 miles per hour. For the night, chance of showers, a slight chance of the showers and thunderstorms after midnight, punchy fog after 1 a.m. otherwise. Most of the skies got low 72 degrees, south wind about 7 to 9 miles per hour, gust of 22 miles per hour, chance precipitation 20%. Thursday, chance of showers and thunderstorms and punchy fog before 11 a.m. otherwise. Most of the skies got high to 85 degrees, southwest wind about 5 to 9 miles per hour, chance precipitation 40%. New rainfall amounts between the 10 and a quarter inch, except amounts possible in thunderstorms. Thursday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Most skies got low 70 degrees, south wind about 9 miles per hour, chance precipitation 50%. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and a half an inch possible. Independence Day, showers and thunderstorms likely. Cloudy skies high to 78 degrees, northwest wind about 3 to 6 miles per hour, chance precipitation 30 to 70%. Friday night, tropical storm conditions possible. Showers and thunderstorms likely before 9 p.m. The chance of showers. Most skies got with a low 62 degrees, chance precipitation 60%. Saturday, tropical storm conditions possible. Most of the skies high to 80 degrees. And Saturday night, most of the skies low 58 degrees. And for Sunday, skies with a high to 84 degrees. Sunday night, most of the clear with a low near 63 degrees. Monday, most of the skies high to 86 degrees. Monday night, Park skies low 68 degrees. For Tuesday, most of the skies high to 87 degrees. Peters, what a phrase of the day! It's sunny and a humid day on tap. A typical summer day on tap. A sunny and humid day. Let's take a look at the traffic situation here at 8:48. And it shows in Greater Boston that's 90 Southeast Expressway on the northbound side, a little slow from Quincy, stretching it all the way up into the Dorchester to the southbound. On the northbound side of the Southeast Expressway, Southeast Expressway southbound a little slow from Mass Avenue all the way down to Dorchester. Due to an accident on Southeast Expressway southbound near 7 Hill, an accident, so try to allow some extra time in that area, okay? And Mass Pike, a little slow to westbound side from Logan Airport, stretching down through Ted Williams Stella, stretching it out to the South Boston here. Route 1 south, a little slow from 16 to Everett all the way down to the Torbay Bridge. Doing an accident on the Torbay Bridge and some road work on Chelsea and road construction. Left lane closed on the Torbay Bridge southbound side between Chelsea Curves and Torbay Bridge toll. 93 southbound. Bumper to bumper from Stone Zoo to Middlesex Fells Reservation in. Stone them all the way down through the Zachem Bridge in Boston here. Store Drive in the eastbound side, a little slow from the Mass Pike all the way down through
You look lovely in all this yellow. I'm hoping
Everybody told you this morning.
Through Charles WGH, stop here. Soldiers Field running a little slow around East Brighton in Alston. Stretching out of the best pipe. And
that phase of the show. Everyone loves America's Got Talent.
And the Clover Leaf of 93 and 128. A little slow. And 128 north of an accident on Route 128 northbound at exit 41 to Main Street, so try to some extra time here. And it's backed up from Reading down to Linfield here. And Route 2 eastbound side, a little slow as you approach the Fresh Pond Parkway in Cambridge. 128 move out fine on both sides from Gloucester all the way down to Peabody. And 128 northbound, a little slower around the area with the Massachusetts Turnpike in Weston here. But otherwise, you are good to go on 128 from Gloucester all the way down to the Braintree here on both sides here. 39395 below 5 from 128 to the New Hampshire border here. 495 below 5 from Amesbury all the way down to Wareham. 95 and 24 below 5 from 128 to the
Week is coming up next. That's gonna be tough.
It is. I mean, that's
to the Rhode Island border. Route 3, move out 5 from Weymouth down to Sagamore on both sides here. Except the net accident on Route 3 south.
People don't go all the way
In Duxbury, so try to be
the ones that do. So that Judgment Week is
give yourself some extra time in that area, but otherwise, you're good to go. And 195 below 5 from East Providence down to Wareham and all the highways that are Providence and Dual 5.
watch my role on the show. I love everybody.
You do.
Because it's just like
Into the Route 6 eastbound on Route 14 Playfield Street. And traveling into the 95 side to protect the desk curve, so try to start some extra time in there. But otherwise, every roadway to Providence is good to go. And Route 6 below 5 from Sacramento all the way down to Orleans. And Bourne Bridge on the southbound side, a little slow from 25 and runs way down to the Bourne Rotary. But otherwise, so good. Come here. This is PJ with you, but for a good day with a good positive attitude here.